Bronco fans and football fans everywhere. Welcome to Broncos Buzz on the MHRT network. This is a show that is everything Broncos and brought to the emotion, passion, honesty, and of course, my comments, Spence's comments, your comments in the chat. We are Broncos Buzz. All right, guys. It seems like it's been forever since we've been on. I mean, I know we were on last Friday, but the Broncos didn't play last Sunday. So it kind of threw me off schedule. And I'm like, wait a minute, what day is this? And then I didn't work today at the golf course because it's pouring rain here in Southern California. I didn't work. So I'm like, what day is this? And my wife like, it's Friday. You have your show. Oh, dang, that's right. I got to get things ready. So it was kind of crazy. But other than that, Spence, I know it's been raining in your neck of the woods more than it's been here because you're more north than me. How's your week been?
Week's been really good. Say hello to everybody and welcome to the start of the winter season here in Southern California and to a big push for our Broncos for the next 7 to 8 weeks.
It's gonna be rough, dude. It's gonna be rough. We'll get into the remaining schedule. We'll get into all these different topics and whatnot. My week didn't really start out too well after Friday. Friday really didn't start. In fact, it started out really bad. Saturday, I'm at the golf course, and the owner of the golf course's dog bit me in the freaking shin. Why are you laughing?
Because you probably did something against their team.
I didn't. I went to his house.
Okay.
I went to his house to go do some electrical work because he found out I used to be an electrician for 25 years. Ooh. So I went to his house and he had a problem with this three-way switch, which means you can turn on a switch at one end of the hall and turn off at the other end, or upstairs, downstairs, whatever. Whoever did it before wired it wrong. Ooh, so I went and replaced it and fixed it correctly. So I'm leaving the house, and he had his dogs in another room because they don't like people they don't know. Obviously, they don't. So he thought I was outside. He lets the dog out of the room. It ran out immediately, sought me out, and grabbed me in my shin. A tooth went into my bone, and a tooth went into my muscle. Oh, I'm on that happened Saturday. I'm on antibiotics. I got a tetanus. I went to the urgent care on Monday. I got antibiotics for 5 days. I'm off of it. This is the last day tonight. I got to take my last pill after the show. I'm off of it tonight. I had a tetanus shot, all this stuff, but it's healing really well. It really is healing well, but that's how my week started. I went to work on Wednesday, and the owner comes up to me and goes, Bill, you okay? Are you sure you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Oh, by the way, let me show you what he gave me because he felt so bad.
Okay. Oh, very nice. Hey, was it worth it?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay. There you go.
Anyways, all right.
Medungus is wondering if you really have any muscles.
Yeah, my doctor told me I did. Well, he didn't say I had a whole lot of them. He said, he goes, but yeah, he said the worst two places to get bit ever by a dog is to hit the bone or hit the muscle. Either one. He hit both. He said it's going to take 2 to 4 weeks for it to completely heal.
Now, what kind of dog was it? A Chihuahua or?
It was a little poodle, a little tiny poodle. Would you stop laughing? It was a little poodle. Yeah. You want me to show you the gash?
No.
Okay.
Poodle. Poodles are friendly.
Not this one.
Oh my God. Oh, is that my sister? Ouchie. Or no, that's Dylan. All right, Dylan. Floppy seal. There you go.
How's that Dylan? Cleveland.
That's my sister's account.
Okay. I did say poodle.
Yes.
Fungus.
Madungus has probably fallen off his rocker and
Hey,
he's on the ground.
you know what people were saying at work? They thought it was a chicken bone. I'm like, shut up. It's just messed up, dude.
Yep. Floppy Seal's in the house. There you go, my cousin Dylan.
I knew I probably shouldn't have brought that up, but
you know what? It shows the human side of us.
It is. It's reality. It's what happened. Yeah, I got 4 bottles of French wine out of it, so that's good.
Like
and a scar probably will last for life, but that's fine. I love I really do appreciate the owner of the golf course. I know he doesn't watch the show. I really do appreciate, but everybody else does. So now it's out there. But I really do appreciate him. I admire him a lot. He's a great guy. I know it was an accident. He thought I was outside. I wasn't. It's one of those things. It happens. It's all well and good. Other than that, I've had a great week off of work today and tomorrow. So my wife has me home for 5 straight days. And you know what she did when I said that?
She left town.
She went, oh my gosh, 5 days, really? I can barely handle 3. I said, well.
So Dylan, you're folding laundry. You're age 10. Your mom and I started folding laundry at age 7 and 8. Come on now, catch up.
Madungus, how did you know?
Yeah,
how did you know? Of course, I was trying to get workman's comp. Come on, man. Of course,
come on. It's California.
That's messed up. All right. Any other thing we want to say before we get into the first topic?
Let's go.
You ready?
It. Yeah, bring it on.
All right, here we go. Unfortunately, the NFL lost a legend. Yes. Football legend in terms, yes. Commissioner of the NFL. Last Sunday, the NFL world lost Paul Tagliabue at the age of 84. Cause of death was heart failure. Not into detail, but just heart failure. Tagliabue was the NFL commissioner for 17 years and helped bring labor, peace, and riches to the league during his time. Roger Goodell, the current commissioner, had this to say of his friend Paul Tagliabue, and I quote, I am forever grateful and proud to have Paul as my friend and mentor. I cherish the hours we spent together where he shaped me as an executive, man, husband, and father, end quote. A lot of people have said that they didn't like the way Paul Tagliabue handled the NFL. Okay, I'm not part of the inside of the NFL. I look at it this way. He brought the NFL where they are today. And for that, I will be ever grateful because the NFL, in my opinion, is much better, much stronger, and moving forward as the leader in how sports is conducted. What do you think, Spence?
No, so Paul Tagliabue took a league that was thriving and expanded it business-wise. At that time, you had the NFL that was only on 2 networks, CBS and a new network, Fox, at the time. So he brought back NBC. He brought in ESPN. So we got more visualness of the league. He expanded from 28 to 32 teams. He had labor peace. There was no strikes, no walkouts. You had it under the predecessor. It seemed like in the 80s, every 3 to 4 years, we've got to walk out a strike or something like that. So there was great peace there. He brought in the Rooney Rule, which essentially gives equal participation amongst all races in the coaching search, which I appreciate because it doesn't say you have to hire this, you have to give an opportunity. So opportunity to earn. So I appreciate that. Brought in the NFL Network, what we see on DirecTV, he brought that in. Brought in NFL Europe, the World League or anything like that, and started to expand it. So he took a league that was so centric to the United States and really started expanding its global brand. So, and we've got, and since then we've just expanded further and further and further more. So you've got to appreciate what Paul Tagliabue did. The one drawback, which he'll always admit, is he didn't act quick enough or didn't take the bigger steps to address the concussion protocol situation with the lots of players. That was his one regret, but I'm glad we have that situation now. But definitely, it was a pioneer to expand the business model into the modern day viewing capacity around the world. It is a loss, but Paul Tagliabue, thank you for what you did for the NFL and for everybody who watch it and loves it.
Well, maybe that's why in the quote, now quoted again from Roger Goodell, where he said, I cherish the hours we spent together where he shaped me as an executive. Maybe that was where he was handing the torch over to Goodell, saying, hey, I screwed up here, didn't pay that much attention to the concussions and whatnot. Maybe that's part of what he was saying. So, end quote. So that was, that's very commendable. Yeah, he definitely took the NFL to the next level, and it's even expanding even more. Now, hockey, I just found out tonight that hockey had a game in Sweden for the first time ever. So the NFL is branching out, and other teams or other leagues are seeing, hey, if they're able to do it, why don't we do it? So this all started, like you said, for Paul Tagliabue, and it's branching out. And so his roots are continuing.
Well, hockey was already a global sport where the NFL was not a global sport. So
no, but I'm saying as far as the NHL, 2 teams of the NHL playing in Sweden.
Right. First time, which is great. Right. So by the way, Bill, I thought we were wearing our masks and we had our wigs, when we were at Walmart today getting all the beers we needed for the show. I guess someone saw us.
Snow Salt 777, new person to the show, huh? Thank you so much, man. Really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for being on the show. You're right. I thought we did have our mask, but
I guess we have been found. But
what
Bill,
heck?
What?
Raylene Ashwell. We're going to keep this up here for a while. Watching from Australia. Oh, my gosh. I got to ask. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. Rexeline, what time is it in Australia? I know it takes 17 hours apparently from LA to fly to Australia. So 17-hour flight. What time is it in Australia? And if it's in the wee hours of the morning, why are you up? But we appreciate it. But I just want to know, it's 5:13 p.m. here in Southern California, United States. What time is it in Australia? That is awesome.
It's late morning because usually about this time I'd start prepping for us. But when I was doing it, Australia horse racing, betting from Melbourne or betting from Flemington, Rose Hill, Randwick, all those racetracks. So, Rexline, thank you so much for being a part of the show. We really appreciate you listening in on your morning.
It's so cool. Welcome to a weekend. Welcome to your weekend. How's that? And we're still on a Friday evening. Wow. That's I'm gonna keep that up there until we get another one. Let's see. All right. Want to put that one up? David Yonkin? Why not?
Yeah,
David Yonkin said, what's up, Broncos Maniacs? I see Vegas has KC winning, but I have made my money betting against Vegas. Vegas has the Broncos underdogs at home by 3.5 points. Underdogs by 3.5.
Easy money.
When you're home, when a team is home, they automatically get 3 points for being home, which means Vegas is saying that the Broncos will lose by 6.5. Essentially, it's 3.5 on the board, but because they get 3 for being home, that's virtually 6.5 points. That means
you know why Vegas is doing that, because they're curtailing to the chief maniacs who think that they're invincible and they are gonna go win every single game. And the Chiefs are it's like the Dallas Cowboys. The odds makers always try to get more of the Cowboy fans betting and betting and betting and betting. So you make the odds a certain way. They do that with the Chiefs also. So,
yeah. By the way, I'm going to bring this back up. I want you. Oh, you guys can't see this. Okay, we can see it, but you guys can't see. Okay. We have two different formats tonight. We have the vertical format where you guys can watch on your phone this way. We also have the horizontal format, which you guys can watch it this way, which is how we are right now. So just want to say we have two different formats. So enjoy which format you like. And we see both of them and we can bring up both of them, which is a much more interactive with the people in the chat. So thank you guys so much for being part of the show. All right. David Yonkin, go ahead.
In one view, I'm pointing to you this way. In the other view, I'm pointing to you this way.
There you go. Exactly. David Yonkin says KC is overrated this season. I don't know about that. They started out slow, true, but they have come on, and they're coming off of a bye heading into the game this Sunday. We'll get into all of that, but yes, I cannot agree with you, David, on that one as to being overrated. Maybe overrated considered where they have fallen this year compared to a couple years past, or even last year. But yeah, they're still the Chiefs. And until we can beat them and overthrow them as the number one seed in the AFC West, which we currently are, all bets are off. I'm not going to bet against that. Yeah, I know they lost to the Jags, but Buffalo lost to Miami. Does that mean Buffalo sucks? I mean, yes. No, I'm not buying that. It's just one of those fluke, like they say, any given Sunday, any team can win. Okay.
Well, right now. Well, right now, who's got the mojo? The Broncos, the Colts, and the Patriots have the mojo right now.
Patriots looked good last night, didn't they not?
Yeah, that's the Jets coming on a short week.
Yeah, but the Jets beat Buffalo.
The Raiders beat the Patriots in New England.
Well, that's true. See, like I said, any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday. But essentially it's who has the mojo right now, and Kansas City for the AFC West. Even though they're 3 games behind us, they hold that mojo until we go take it from them. They're still going to have that mojo over us.
I agree. All right. Speaking of mojo, or lack there is, the New York Giants have lived and experienced the Russell Wilson curse.
Yeah.
New York Giants have fired their head coach, Brian Daboll. It's not because of Russell Wilson. It's just because Daboll. After yet another fourth quarter collapse, Daboll finished with a record of 20 wins, 40 losses, and 1 tie before being fired last May. Not 20 wins, 40 losses, and 1 tie this year. That's over the 3 years he's been there. It was Daboll and his coaching staff that took the fall after blowing 4 double-digit leads in the last 4 games.
Yep.
Anybody remember the 33 points the Broncos put on the Giants in the fourth quarter? That was the beginning of the downfall. The final straw was blowing a 10-point lead with under 4 minutes left in last Sunday's loss to the Chicago Bears. Oh my gosh. You have a 10-point lead against the Chicago Bears. Hello. Oh, look at the little guy. He loves you. Or she loves you. He loves you. Look at the kisses. Oh, yeah.
You wanted to come in and be a part of the show.
There you go. Part of the show. Can you wave?
Should we now talk about the Giants? You want to talk about the Giants? You want to talk about?
I don't want to talk about the Giants. I want to get
No,
more
you want to
kisses.
know something? I feel absolutely horrible that Brian got fired because it is not his fault.
There you
There's
go.
two people.
How about that
There's
one?
two people who, yeah, Joe Schoen should be fired. And you want to know something? I think the reason
But Don just said that.
they haven't fired him yet is his contract comes up at the end of the year. So let him finish out. There's going to be an overhaul. The second that they signed Russell Wilson, both of their careers were done. Joe's career especially. I mean, how do you draft Dart? Great job. Now you need someone who is going to mentor him. You really think selfish Russell Wilson is a mentor? Russell Wilson cares about three things: Russell, Russell, and Russell. That's it. So you don't have someone who's going to be mentoring. Plus, the Giants, you want to know something? Dart has been a spark for the culture. The team has gone through bad injuries on the offensive line that has not been productive, but they're getting better. Blowing fourth quarter leads. I'll say this against the Broncos, okay, that hurt. Against the Bears, you had the Bears doing nothing, and then Dart goes out for concussion protocol. And what does Russell Wilson do? Here you go, Bears. Why don't you take the victory? I don't care. I'm getting paid my $10 million to sit around and do nothing. The curse of Russell Wilson. He messed up Seattle near the end, messed up the Broncos, created disorganization with the Pittsburgh Steelers before they got rid of them, and now destroyed the Giants. Giants are back to square one, unfortunately. But if you get rid of the coach at this point in the season, do you have a coach who's ready to come in, or does the ownership know that this is step one to cleaning house, to bringing in someone who's a viable option? The only reason this is done is they have someone on the horizon who can come in and teach Dart and really develop this team. They have the tools. They just don't have the leadership right now.
Yeah, true. David Youngkin says, and I have to disagree with this to a point, says if we win and we go 9-2, or we lose and we go 8-3, we still lead the division. No, we don't. Because if the Wagoners beat the Titans, they go to 8-3, and they own the tiebreaker. So we would not be in first. That's why this game is extremely important. It sends two messages. One, like it says under my name right there, it says win, we have a legit first place. If we lose, it's a mirage. And the reason why I say it's mirage, Dave, is because of the way we've won games and should have won games differently or with more offensive power. But it's also a mirage because that means the other teams that are behind us are catching us. So we need to make a statement. We need to beat the Chiefs to make a statement, to say, okay, we are legit to be here. Now, that being said, I will agree that 8-3 is tied, or would be tied, with the Wagons at 8-3. That's true. But because the tiebreaker, that would all come down to the last game of the season, and we really don't want to see that, do we? No. None of us really want to see that.
No.
Okay. Sorry, what'd you bring up?
Russ had two coaches fired. Yeah, he did.
What was the second coach?
Hello, Broncos. Hello, McFly.
Didn't really have him fired, did he? Well, I guess it was. Yeah, that had to do a lot with bringing him in. Yeah.
Yeah. I know. Exactly.
Let's go to ooh, what the heck? Cleveland says, I'm 67% sure the Broncos will win the Super Bowl.
That's my cousin.
What year?
No,
Not giving it this year.
He's not my cousin. I'm sorry. That's my 11-year-old nephew. Very smart kid. Well said, Dylan. Oh, I've got to do it. Floppy seal. I have no idea.
Are you really going to condone to 67%?
I like his optimism.
Okay. I'll say this. If the Broncos beat the Chiefs this Sunday, and we're the number 1 seed in the AFC, I'll agree with him.
I will agree with him if he learns how to spell. Dylan, how do you spell sure? S-U-R-E. Are you sure you know how to spell? Hey, are you sure you're in 5th grade? Come on.
S-H. Okay, that's what gets me about the English language. S-H for sharp. S-H-A-R-P. Sharp. Sure. The same exact sound. Sharp. Sure. I'm just saying. Hey, his name is Dylan, right?
Yeah.
Dylan, I got your back, buddy. I got your back. Tell your uncle I got your back.
All right. Hey, we got someone new here to the program. Kiefer, what's happening?
Kiefer 70, what's up, dang Bears? So you're a Bears fan? It's all good.
No,
you can be a Bears fan. Huh? You're not giving Caleb Williams any credit.
You know what, Kiefer? I watched Caleb Williams at USC. Yeah, I give him credit for bringing the team back, but this was on Russell Wilson, who didn't get, I don't know, I think he got barely a first down or 2. If Russell Wilson gets 1, 2, maybe even 3 first downs, Caleb Williams is not making that comeback. So it's a combination of both aspects. But yeah, Caleb Williams, you get credit for making a comeback. Now let's see you do it against a team with a winning record, which we didn't see a lot of.
But Duncan says he thinks the Giants at the end of the season is going to hire Vance Joseph and take Davis Webb as his offensive coordinator. That would be detrimental to the Broncos. The way the Broncos defense has been playing this year. Offensive coordinator, I'm not too crazy about it because our offenses look like crap. So VJ, yeah, I said that would be hurtful. The way the defense has been playing, even without PS2 and other injuries. So, but Davis Webb, has he really been that productive? I know, Madungus, you're going to say, well, it's the players, that we don't have the players. Well, then go get the players. I mean, isn't that part of the job? I mean, I'm just saying, just me.
Got a new person to the show, Stephen Taylor. Welcome.
Nice. Thanks for being on the show. Thanks for being part of the show. Really do appreciate it. Thanks for watching it on your phone. Really do appreciate it, man. Much.
Let's go Broncos. Amen.
I don't know. What do you think, Stephen Taylor? What do you think, man? It's gonna be a tough game. We're gonna get into that. So hang on. Hang on. We'll get to that topic. That's at the very end of the show. We always end the show with our thoughts on the upcoming game. So hang on. Davis Webb, but Mudungus, you just said Davis Webb has his offensive coordinator. Okay, he's not the Broncos offensive
OC.
Okay, he's a quarterback coach. Okay, got it. All right. Well, you kind of tricked me on that one. What the heck? Why are you Mudungus?
David Yonkin, I don't want to ever make a comparison to Russell Wilson of anybody, but I think you did bring a good analogy there.
He said, hang on, Caleb reminds me of Russ. He wants to play backyard football. Okay. There you go.
Cairo.
Don't forget the ref picked for this game favors the away time and KC.
Mm-hmm.
The away time? Why would that favor KC?
I guess you know the NFL is the not national favoritism league, and they care about their Dallas Cowboys, they care about their Kansas City Swifties. I mean, come on. The NFL is going to do everything in their power to make sure KC wins this game, and the Broncos just have to come out.
But
and
a later game, it's a 125 game. It's going to be a 125 game Pacific. It's going to be 225 Mountain. What's that got to do with Kansas City? They're in the same time zone.
No, Kansas City's not in the same time zone as us.
They're in Central?
They're Central time zone.
They're not Mountain?
Nope.
So that to them, that's a 325 game.
325 game.
So why does that favor them?
You want to know something? They have the spotlight on CBS for the afternoon game, so it's going to be interesting. Oh, hello, we got a Pats fan. Well,
all right,
Pats fan, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being a part of this.
All right,
Drake May win the MVP this year.
Let's keep this up there for a while and discuss this, because Drake May is legit. And that's good. Let's bring this topic up. He's a new person in the chat. We always focus on new people that join in as well as regulars. We focus on new people at the very beginning. So yes, let's go ahead and comment about Drake May. What do you got on him, Spence?
No, I think he got set up with a great schedule. I think they had a third place schedule, so similar to the Broncos. So they have an easier schedule than anybody else. The problem is going to be they have to, and I was just pulling it up right now. I thought I had taken a quick look at their closing schedule over the last several weeks, and I know they have to play the Bills again. And who else did I see as tough game? They have to play Baltimore. They have to play Buffalo. And I mean, they've got those are their two toughest games. They got Cincinnati, the Giants, the Jets, Miami, in and around that. So
I wish we had that schedule.
So that Baltimore game, going to Baltimore on December 21st, is going to be huge for the Patriots. If they can go into Baltimore, a healthy Baltimore with Jackson back at QB, and win that game, watch out for the Patriots.
If they can beat that team on the 21st of December, that's a statement game.
I will say this, Pats fan, they win that game at Baltimore, Drake May is the front runner for MVP by far.
Who else would be even semi close to him at this point? Not Bo Nix.
Not Bo Nix.
Not Patrick Mahomes, although the refs love that guy.
That's the thing. Maine's got to have another statement game, especially in December. He had a statement game going to Buffalo and winning that one. If he can, Jonathan Taylor with the Colts. Yeah, he's having
a great Josh Allen of the Bills.
Not as good statistics.
Okay.
But I mean, he's got a team. Brett May, here's the thing. The Patriots were picked to finish, I believe, third. I give credit to this one ESPN guy. They had the Patriots making the playoffs.
But Dungus said Jonathan Taylor will win the MVP.
You want to know something? I think this. Jonathan Taylor might be in the lead right now, but if Brett May goes to Baltimore late in the season, has a statement game, comes out of Baltimore with a win, with like 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, I think that puts him in the lead for anything.
Going back to going back to talking about the Broncos and Chiefs this Sunday. Cairo 232, you are hilarious, dude. I gotta give you a shout out for that. He said, "Don't forget, Travis Kelce has the NFL refs officiating his wedding. Of course, they want to help KC to get their place in the wedding party. Of course. So if the Chiefs beat the Broncos, and the refs are there. Hey, the refs are automatically in the wedding party. God, what a that so far is the funniest chat statement so far tonight, guys. Try and see if you can beat that. That was classic.
You know when the refs are going to solidify their wedding invitations is Christmas night when they make sure that the Chiefs get away with everything against the Broncos. I mean, hey, I had predicted. This may lead to our next topic. I had predicted, and I went through every game that the Broncos would be 14-3 this year. They're on pace. I've only been off on 2 games. I said they would beat Indy and lose to Philly. That kind
We
of.
haven't gotten to that segment yet.
Well, I'm jumping ahead as usual.
All right. And I'm jumping into my fridge. So okay. All right. Just I want to bring. I was going to say I want to bring that up because he's bailing out. He's had enough of the show.
Really, Dylan? You're going to go play video games while your uncle is doing a talk show? Really? Really?
Yeah, you know why? Because
that's an 11-year-old.
I was just going to say video games are very attractive. Dude, I got a PS down there, but I got PS5. I was playing what's the name of it? Road to the Masters. I was playing the Masters, golf game.
Yeah.
Dude, I was playing the Wells Fargo Championship at Quail Hollow. That's of course. I'm playing on the PS5, right? My first 5 holes, I was +5. I'm like, all right, I'm done. Anyways, those games are for kids, but I love playing them. But they're a lot of fun.
If you're looking for a good golf game, try Golf Clash.
Is that a PS5 game?
No, it's an iPhone.
On the phone? No, I got it. No, I got it. I control it. All right. We are going to get into this week's Jackass of the Week.
You suck, you jackass.
All right, here it is. I don't get these guys. I don't. All right. Before I go off on a tangent, before I read it, I'll go off on a tangent after I read it. Cheating has always been tried in sports for various reasons. However, when baseball pitchers, MLB pitchers like Emmanuel Class, he ain't got no class, that's for sure, and Luis Ortiz take bribes from sports bettors to throw certain types of pitches to ensure successful bets, is way over the top. Ortiz, 26, was arrested last Sunday by the FBI at Boston Logan Airport. But prior to this article, Class 27 was not in custody as of yet. However, updated, I have that information. He was arrested this past Wednesday in New York City. Okay? So they have both in custody. According to the indictment, the highly paid pitchers in Major League Baseball, highly paid pitchers took several thousands of dollars. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
You're getting paid millions of dollars to pitch in Major League Baseball, but you're going to take thousands of dollars? A few? It says right there. Took several thousand. Okay, several's like what? 10, 15, 30, 50, 100,000? Dude, if you're making millions, why are you settling for thousands in an illegal situation?
Yeah.
That can cost you your career.
It has.
Okay, hang on. Highly paid pitchers took several thousands of dollars to help 2 unnamed gamblers from their native Dominican Republic win at least $460,000 in-game prop bets on the speed of the pitches and outcome of where they were located. Oh my gosh. You have got to be kidding me. Now, if I'm in a job, in fact, I was working with a school district and making good money in maintenance. And I had people come to me, young kids that would come in and go, hey, they got a lot of stuff in this classroom. Look at all them computers. Look at all those electronics. Look at them cameras. Man, they got drones over there. They're teaching these kids how to fly drones. Let's go grab them. Well, I ain't stupid enough. You want to go for it. I am not throwing my career away, my retirement away, my family away, my wife. I'm not doing anywhere near that. I don't care what those things are. I've always said there is nothing in this district or wherever I'm working that is worth my retirement, worth my marriage, worth my livelihood. It is nothing worth it. These guys obviously don't think the same way a person should think. Spence, I have no comment.
You know, it comes to what I have been talking over and over and about, and I've said it so many times. You get to this level of invincibility that you think you are above the law. You can do whatever you want. No harm is going to come to you. Oh, yeah, sure. I'll just throw a specific pitch at a specific time. You make a few $100,000. I get a tip on the side. Nothing's going to happen because no one cares. The problem is you are the single entity that controls the outcome. What's going to make him guilty is he cannot say, oh, it was a conspiracy to do this, a conspiracy to do that. There is evidence that he told an individual he was going to do it, that he organized that individual who he told to have all his friends do the same thing. All for what? A few $1,000s? Here's what you just lost. Millions of dollars. Your reputation's gone. Your retirement is gone. Your contract, gone. Your ability to play baseball, gone. Anything professionally, gone. With the major leagues, gone. Everything is gone because you had to make a few extra dollars illegally for your buddies because you thought you were invincible, you were above the law, nothing is going to happen to you. This is what I hate about the expansion of the gambling aspect. You can gamble on specific pitches. You can gamble on whether a golf putt is going to be made or not. You can gamble on a kick being wide right, wide left. I mean, this is the expansion of gambling into all these prop bets brings more instability to the professional game than ever before. There's got to be something to control it. And now, Bill, you were mentioning to me earlier that the Major League Baseball is going to be controlling the size of wagers here. I'll let you talk about that. But this is, again, and I've said it over and over, these young athletes who are making tons of money think they are invincible and nothing's going to happen to them. These two pitchers with the Guardians are going to learn a very valuable, painful lesson, life lesson, because their baseball career is done. Yep. Even if they get cleared, the accusation, do you, as an owner of a Major League Baseball team, want to take on a pitcher who was accused of being involved in sports bribery and sports gambling bribery and all that aspect?
Depends how good of a pitcher he is. A lot of people have.
If I'm a baseball owner with integrity, you bring this guy onto it, the media and everybody's going to be all over you. Oh, you don't have integrity. You don't care about the game. Don't you know what he did?
What the Cleveland Browns with Deshaun Watson?
Guess where the Cleveland Browns been since then?
Yeah, good point. Yeah, you're right. What comes around goes around, buddy. What comes around goes around. All right, let's get out. Go ahead.
Oh, Cheryl, 6'7", even though it means nothing. Thank you for being a part of the show. Let you back out. Sorry about that.
Cheryl, where'd you see that? You didn't bring it up?
No. I brought it up. It's on screen. We missed it.
Oh, got it. Cheryl Powell. Cool. 67.
Welcome to the show,
I don't know
Cheryl.
what that means, but it's okay. It's all right. All right, we're gonna back out of the jackass of the week. And for those of you young kids, cheating. People say if you're not cheating, you're not trying. I say BS. Don't cheat. Okay. It never prospers in any positive way. All right.
Cheaters never prosper.
That's right. We're going to back out of this jackass of the week. We'll be right back in 4 seconds.
You suck, you jackass.
All right.
Forgot a new one here. Erwin Curtis.
All right, Erwin. Nice
Welcome
to have you
the
around.
show.
Thank you so much. Road to the Masters. Keep it off the cart path. Shankopotamus. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
keep it off the cart path. Keep it out of the rough, out of the bunker. I tell you, I couldn't believe I went the first 5 holes. I was bogey. I'm like, the heck. That's the worst round I've ever had. Cairo 232 says the greed is hell of a drug. Yes, it is.
It is.
But here's what I don't understand. If you're making thousands and you have an opportunity to make tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands, I can see that. But if you're making millions and you're lowering yourself down to taking a couple of thousand or several thousand, that to me is preposterous and stupidity. Doesn't make any sense. It's like, why would you lower yourself, and why would you take that route? Okay, let's just make it simple here. Let's say a pitcher's making $1 million a year. I know that's way low. Let's just say $1 million a year, and somebody comes along and says, "Hey, I'll give you $10,000 if you throw these pitches in a certain spot at a certain time. You'll make 10,000."
Yeah.
So you're making $1 million, but you're going to settle for 10,000? No, I don't get it. I don't get it. Doesn't make sense to me.
It's the, Cairo, you're right. It's greed. It's the invincibility. It's the thought that, you know what? I'll make extra money. Nothing's going to happen to me. Who's going to catch me? It always catches up with you eventually.
Woo! D-Bally.
Welcome, D-Bally.
D-Bally says, is that a football glass? If so, I had one like that and just realized it's missing. That's because he took it. He took it. Sorry.
Yep, that is a football glass, and I need to replenish.
He didn't take it. I don't think. Did you take it? You don't have greed. You don't have greed in your heart, do you?
No, I don't have greed in my heart.
I just messing with you.
I have greed for my heart to help my kids, but not to do it illegally.
Oh. Okay.
By the way,
see, I agree with this. Let me go back to Cairo real quick.
Go ahead. Sorry. There you go.
Okay, you bring it up.
All right. There you go.
Cairo 232 says $1,000 from a third world or second world country is a lot of cheddar for them to have. Sadly, yes, it is, but it wasn't okay. You have to understand, the pitchers were taking several $1,000s. The payout was almost $500,000 to those two guys. That's a lot of money. I don't understand why the pitcher. I understand why the pitchers did it, because they're trying to help out their two countrymen, quote countrymen, because they don't live in Dominican Republic anymore, in the United States. But the point, I understand that they're trying to help out two people in the countrymen, but they're doing it illegally and putting their reputation and their career and everything they've worked for on the line. I would say no. I would love to help my fellow countrymen if I was in another country or came from another country.
Legally.
But not illegally.
Yeah.
Anyways, go ahead, bring yours up, bud.
No, I think Madungus, can you get that poodle? Madungus wants to send it to Mahomes. so it can bite him.
If you want to guarantee a win, send Mahomes a poodle. You can bite his ass. Well, the golf course is closed tomorrow. It's open Sunday, but I can try. I can try and see if I can, put him on a freight, air freighter. Hopefully not UPS. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. But on a flight to. That was a bad pun, right?
That was a bad pun. You know what? Let's go to Jimin. Jimin, why do we have two streams going? Well, because one, there are people who watch us on the computer. The other, there's watching on their iPhone. So, but also it's to challenge us. So I could point to Bill this way, or I could point to Bill this way based on how you're watching. So
basically what it is a lot of people when they're driving, or sitting at home or whatever, a lot of people like to just, like my wife, she does not like this format. She likes this format. I don't know why, but she does. A lot of people like this format, which is great. So MHRT and Madungus Creevy, the owner, has supplied 2 different screens, so you can pick and choose which one you want, which one best suits you, how you want to watch us. And if you want to see two each of us, that's all well and good too. So we do appreciate, though, the fact that you're watching, and really appreciate each and every one of your comments. Thank you so much.
Agreed.
It's better to have step up with the what? It's better to have step up with the computer, the stream. Yeah, it's okay. In other words, yeah. It's better to step up with the computer stuff. I agree. All right.
Well, and also, my parents, they're watching us on a big, huge screen TV with tons of friends there in Colorado. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hi, neighbors. Hope you guys are enjoying my parents' bourbon. Oh, yeah.
Do they do Jack Daniels or Jim Beam?
High edge brand that their son gets for them that I'm not going to talk too much about. Sorry, Mom.
I was going to say something, but I'll stop. Yeah, I won't. Madungus says that you missed.
Oh,
Madungus said it also helps a lot with making reels and shorts and clips for having the 2 different screens. So there you go.
There we go.
Two tunes actually a smart ass tactic, if you ask me, is valid. Yeah, it's cool. I like that.
We gotta say quickly a nice little cheers to my mom's friend. Is it XClear? What is it? XClear Craig? Mom? I hope you spelled it right. Elixir Craig. So welcome to the show. Thank you for being a part of the stream.
Huh?
ELIXIR Craig.
Cool. I didn't catch how you said it. Okay.
If I mispronounced it, then
it's all good.
All good.
Jim in 819 says, the cell phone one sucks to me anyway. So that's what they don't watch on the cell phone. It's all good. Debo, I said Jack Daniels over Jim Beam. I don't know the difference because I don't drink hard liquor because I can't acquire a taste. Now the only thing I will have that contains any hard liquor will be a Bloody Mary. Oh, those things are so good. If you add bacon and jalapeno and celery.
By the way, it's
all day long.
It's Elijah Craig. So Elijah, welcome to the show. And we got.
What did you say?
We also got a new fan here. Broncos are my second team. I'm a diehard.
2 days rips. All right.
2 days rips. Broncos are my second team. I'm a diehard Colts guy, but when Manning went to the Broncos, I did the following. Good luck this week. This weekend, Broncos need to make it happen. All right, two-day scripts. I want you to be honest with us. Did you guys steal that win against us on that bogus bleep?
Are you going to alienate him
Bowl?
from our show
No, I'm
because you're
not.
going
I
down that
want
road?
honesty. No, we want honesty and transparency. I think the Colts may be the team to beat because of the running game they got when it comes to December. But boy, we had you guys. We had you guys, and I think you got one on us. But why do I get the feeling we're going to run into each other again come playoff time?
I just want to say this to you, 2 days, Rips. I just want to say this to you.
Oh, boy.
I commend you for being a Colts fan, but I commend you even more for admitting that you came over and was well, I wouldn't say Broncos fan, but cheered for Peyton Manning when he was on the Broncos. The reason why I say that is when Shannon Sharp left the Broncos and went to the Baltimore Ravens. I wasn't a Ravens fan, but I was a Shannon Sharp fan. Excuse me. And I was glad that he won a second Super Bowl, or third Super Bowl, excuse me, with the Baltimore Ravens. So I commend you for saying that. Hey, Colts are doing fantastic. Colts are. I am really surprised. I'll get there. I was really surprised to see that that the Colts are doing as well as they are. It's really surprising. And you know what? They're a heck of a team, dude. They're really
a heck of a team. And 2 days, Rips. I wish I knew, laughing my ass off. Either way, it was a great game. It was, and I still believe we're going to run into each other again come playoff time, because you guys have right now. You guys have the 2 seed. We got the 3 seed. I think you're only a few games away from clinching the playoff berth in the AFC South. We've got, if we get a win this week, that puts us in a better position. But somehow, some way, I think we're running into each other again come playoff time.
Jim, and he says, I'm not going to be in the cell phone stream anymore. It's much easier to see the type when the stream is running on a computer. Can you not choose between the two? Because if you can't choose between the two, then that doesn't work. So I don't know what that means, Jim, and I hope it means you can go to the horizontal, which is the full screen. I don't know. This is the first time this has ever come up. I got word of it earlier today about this from a Dungus, so I don't know. Hopefully you'll still be able to see it in the format that you want to see it.
Interesting comment here from Debo. Go for it.
What do you guys have to say about Shadur Sanders on him not starting, even though he should have been a first-round pick, or should have being a first-round pick? Only asking because you guys seem like valid people to ask. Well, first off, thank you so much for thinking that we're valid people. Really appreciate that, because we do our best. Like the show at the beginning of the show, I say we bring it with emotion, passion, and first and foremost, honesty. We don't make stuff up. We don't sugarcoat anything. We bring it as truth and as honest as we can possibly bring it. In regards to him not starting, I think it has to do with the way he's already played in the time he's been in there. It hasn't been consistent. It hasn't been solid. And I think they want to give him a little time away to maybe regroup, maybe refocus on what he needs to do, whether it's game, the game plan, the playbook, just working with the receivers, working with his coaching staff. That's the only thing I can think of. Other than that, maybe they want to give him another year to sit back and watch, because he needs to get that evaluation. I'm not sure. What do you think, Spence?
No, and I read a story from a very reliable coach who, when they interviewed him, and I spoke about this during the draft, interviewed him and said, okay, the play name is XYZ. We're doing this, we're doing that, the receiver, da, 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 da. okay, Schroeder, what was the name of the play? And he went, I don't know. And that became public knowledge. And I think he's got the talent, but the focus to take that to the next level, that's why he kept dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. He has the talent, but does he really want to take the time and the focus to take that next step and be a dynamic quarterback? And if they haven't, with Cleveland's struggles right now and not making the playoffs and them not putting Schroeder Sanders in there to try to get some development right now, shows you what Cleveland thinks about him. They're not high on him, and they made him third string. You know what? He's got to go and prove himself that he wants this, that he's willing to be the first one at practice, be the last one to leave, be in the film room, extra hours. He has to prove above and beyond a reasonable aspect that he wants to be an NFL quarterback, not just because he's Deion Sanders' son. He has to go and prove it as though he doesn't have a name attached to his legacy.
But Douglas, what the heck? He says I have no validity because I got bit by a poodle.
Now, here's the thing. Was it a tiny poodle or was it one of those huge Beverly Hills?
No, it's a little guy. Me, little guy. Yeah, one of them kind of guys. Yeah, I wasn't on a break. Well, I was at the owner's house of the golf. Anyways,
hang on. You didn't say hi to Victory Lap. That was the first post you said. You showed
sorry.
him. So Victory Lap.
Victory Lap. Sorry, dude. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to overlook you. Oh, gee, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up, but whatever. It's all good.
No. Go back here to 2-day strips. Colts and Broncos in the AFC Championship. Hell yeah. As long as Chiefs don't get in, I'm happy. You want to know something? We could do some serious damage to KC's chance of getting in the playoffs this weekend. We'll talk more about that later.
Yes, we will. We got that on the horizon, as they say. Okay. Oh, Cheech and Chong 420 says hit the like button. It's free, and subscribe if you haven't yet. Amen. Please do so. Like button means when you click that, means you like the show, sends a message to everybody else that, hey, this is a cool show. Please watch it. Subscribe. That's also free. It just means that you like the show, you support the show, and it means a lot to us. It really does. And please do so if you have not yet. And tell your friends, your enemies, your coworkers, your in-laws, your outlaws, your aliens, whoever you come in contact with, even your four-legged animals, sign them up. It don't matter. We appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for being in the chat. Really do appreciate you guys' support.
Cheers, Victory Lap. And then we got another new customer, Gregory Knievel.
Nice.
7693. Patriots and Broncos in the AFC Championship.
Haven't we seen that before? And we loved every minute. Wouldn't that be Bo Nix against Drake May? Oh my.
Gregory, we were talking earlier about the Patriots, and we were looking at, someone had said Maine for MVP. There's a critical game the Patriots have in December, on December 21st, where they go to Baltimore. If they can win, and if they can win that game with a great performance, that's going to give them the tiebreaker. Put Baltimore. The team that I worry about if they get into the playoffs is the Baltimore Ravens, because they had a slow start, but boy, if that offense with Jackson starts going on all cylinders, that defense figures it out, they could be very dangerous here in December and beyond.
New person in the chat says 34 King Drip says Chiefs are gonna win. My wife says the same thing. She's a Chiefs fan. I don't know why, but whatever she is.
Well-
She likes to go against me, but it's okay.
No. So question, King's Drip, are you saying that you're giving away the 3.5 points? You think Casey's going to win by more than 3.5 in
Doesn't
Denver?
matter. A win's a win. You win by 1 point. You didn't say point spread. You said Chiefs are going to win. I know you think point spread, but not everybody else does. That's what. I don't know, man. I don't know. Victor Lap said 22-20. Benito sacks Mahomes in the end zone. Safety, game over.
Oh, I like that.
Wow.
I like that.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Now, before we get to this game, we got a lot of Bronco updates that need to be addressed prior to us getting to our thoughts on the Broncos Chiefs in 2 days. Here it is. Not good news. Well, good news, but not good news. But fantastic news for the health of a single Bronco player. Broncos inside linebacker Alex Singleton revealed last Monday he had successful surgery Friday prior to remove a tumor that tested positive for testicular cancer. Holy smokes.
Whoa.
How did this come about? Hang on. This was discovered after a random drug test done by the NFL. Blood samples showed an increase in possible cancer. Singleton will miss a few weeks and didn't want to put a timeline on his return. That's not good. I mean, it's good for his health, but that's not good for the Broncos that his timeline is indefinite. Singleton said, and I quote, "The surgery went really well, so I'm happy I was able to get it done today," meaning last Friday. Continuing, still quoting, "For Bronco fans, I fully expect to return to the field very soon," end quote. My question to you is, Spence, is this. Somebody going under testicular or whatever it was, surgery. Yeah, that one. My wife had cancer surgery 7 years ago, stage 1. I'm not going to get into detail, but it was done arthroscopic, and it was an in and out. And it was recovery time, obviously, at home and all that. Would you want to see Singleton back in the next week after the bye, or would you want him to stay out as long as possibly he could to be at his best in crunch time in the last 2 or 3 weeks of the season?
Well, let's go to this. I mean, cancer is cancer, and I hope they got everything. And I hope they got everything so that it doesn't metastasize and expand and gets even worse. The thing I've been reading is a few days after the surgery, he was part of the team meetings. He was back with everybody. He was part of the discussions. He was part of video review. He was part of everything. When he's ready, his body will tell him. If he can honestly go out there and play at 100% and cover a tight end, please, or a running back.
Let me ask you this. He played in Thursday's game against the Raiders and found out Friday or after that game, they did a random drug test, because they do random drug tests amongst all the players at any given time. Thankfully, his was on Friday morning, and he was in surgery that Friday afternoon, early evening.
Yeah. Well, they attacked it quickly, but you want to know something? How he recovers will tell you when he's ready. If this is something that, and I honestly have worked in the medical field before, and I still do, doing contracts now. But I cannot tell you what the recovery period of this, and it's basically the pain tolerance that you have to have because they cut.
If you're a football player, you got a high pain tolerance. That's
You
all
got
I
a
can
high pain
say.
tolerance, but where they cut is basically the growing muscles there. So can you tolerate that pain, having to go left to right, back to forth, and all those things?
I don't even want to think about that.
I know, but at the same time,
I know
At the
where
same
you're coming
time-
from. I know where you're coming from. It's
yeah, if he can withstand the pain tolerance and everything else, then we'll do this. Oh, Bill, some people want to say hello to you.
Hello.
How you doing? How you doing, guys?
Good. How are you?
Good, man.
My son, who's 5'6", and my son's friend, who is 5'5", and they're 10. You're still 10, right, Henry?
Yeah. We just were in the rain.
How tall are
Right.
you, Spence?
I'm 6'1". So the day's
Stand-
coming where I'm gonna go, you're grounded, and Aiden's gonna look at me and go, yeah, right, Dad.
He's already doing that, man. His shoulders are already way the heck out to here. Your shoulders are here. His shoulders are out here.
He's a great pitcher. So Little League, be warned. This guy's got an arm that's going to be damaging a lot of strikeouts here in the coming years.
Dang, man. That's crazy, man.
Are you
Crazy.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you go-
We went in the like rain in the super fun. So we went to
Okay, are you going over to Henry's or are you
we
staying here?
just run in the rain.
All right, so I'm going to finish up the show. So
Cool.
get off Daddy's paperwork.
Hi everybody. Bye.
Oh,
All right,
here,
see you
hang on.
guys.
Say hi to Sassy and Pop Pop who are watching.
Hi, Sass and Papa.
That's my mom and dad. And your cousin Dylan is watching
Oh,
too.
hi Dylan.
All right.
What's up? Not me. I'm not Dylan, but I just said what's up. But Duncan says I can only base the pain of singleton surgery on my vasectomy. If it's even close, he won't want to move for a few weeks.
Again, it comes to pain tolerance, and especially in the growing area, and being able to maneuver left and right, back and forward, and all those things. So, it's
Go ahead.
no. Go ahead, please.
D Bullwife. Thank you so much, man. Says sorry to hear that at Bronco Bill. Hope she has a speedy recovery, and pray that she stays healthy. My wife is 7 or 8 years removed from stage 1. I won't say where it was, but anyways, she's doing well. Everything's doing well. She's extremely healthy in a positive direction. Has to get checked once a year now. But thank you so much, man. Really do appreciate it. Thank you. It touches my heart. Really does. Thank you so much, man. Mean that from my heart. Thank you.
Another newbie to the show, Rich Nichols, Denver.
All right.
Welcome.
1591. All right. Nice to have you, man. Hope to see you more often, man. Hope to see you anytime you want to be in. Sounds great.
Tell us
All
what
right.
you think about the Broncos game coming up.
Well, you'll have a chance to do that here in the next 5 topics. You know, we're already hour 13. We got 4 more topics after this one. You know why? Because the chat is so active. We're having so much
Amen.
fun. All right.
Hey, we love having you guys. Please be more active in the chat. We get you as you're part of the show here. We're just on one big couch or one big bar, and yes, Bill and I lead the discussion, but your input matters most, especially anybody in the family. And Dad, yeah, you're watching. So Dad, anytime you want to chime in, you can be a part of the discussion. Even if you want FaceTime and jump in, Dad, you're part of the discussion too.
And your parents are watching from where?
Colorado, not going to say specifically.
Okay. All right. I didn't know if you wanted to or not.
Hang on, we got another new fan, Eaton Still.
Eaton Still.
Welcome to the show.
My cousin is the biggest Bronco fan ever. He's been to all their games since 2012. He is the biggest fan ever. Wow.
Wow.
2012 and it's 2025, 13, counting 2012 is 14 years. Whoo, that's a hats off on that one, my friend. Man.
Amen. Hey,
So
Eaton,
he
where
must
do
be
you?
living in Colorado. He's got season
Where-
tickets, apparently.
Yeah, I was going to ask, where do you like sitting? Because I've been to a few games, and with the way the stadium is set up, I love being really high up on the western side because you can see down and see all the action, see everything that's going, and you don't
And you
have to
can-
worry about the
And
sun.
you can see downtown San Diego, downtown Denver from there.
By the way, everybody, Bill's a hidden Chargers fan. He hasn't fully admitted it yet, but he's got.
No, I'm not. It's been photoshopped and it's no, not even close. All right, we're moving on because this is getting out of control.
That's our show. It's always out of control.
I know. I'm trying to reel it back. All right. Before the
Middle
Broncos
corner.
take on the Kansas City Chiefs this Sunday, they made some roster moves and signed 2 players. They waived wide receiver Michael Bandy, who couldn't figure out not to touch a punt that landed 2 feet in front of him. Released offensive tackle Marquez Cox from the practice squad, but they placed Kareem Reed on injured reserve. They signed offensive tackle Jerron Christian to the 53-man roster and also signed from the Giants and brought back little Jordan Humphrey. Yes, we need that kid. We need that kid back. Why he left, I have no idea. I don't know why he left. I mean, maybe it was didn't have a spot for him, whatever it was, money issues, free. I don't know if he was free agent. I don't know what the reason was, but I'm glad he's back because little Jordan Humphrey, he is special. That kid is special in the punt return, kick return. Oh, by the way, Marvin Mims was also taken off the IR. He is also activated for this Sunday against the Chiefs. So we got Mims and we have little LJH, little Jordan Humphrey, but we don't have Pat Surtain and we don't have J.K. Dobbins.
You know what? Hey, everybody, it's the attitude of this team right now. It's next man up. When someone goes down, the team rallies behind the next man up. Everybody wants. This is the difference between this Denver Bronco team now and what we have seen when the past 5-6 years. There's a culture of building, of helping the man. Singleton just had cancer surgery, testicular cancer surgery. What was he doing a few days later? He was in with the team doing video review, doing coaching review, helping out. These guys want to help each other develop and become a better unit altogether. And this is something you haven't seen here with the Broncos for several years, probably dates back to when Manning was here. There is just the energy level and the potential for success. And these guys want to work hard to move forward. Sad that they had to make a few cuts, but you know what? You bring in the energy to help this team move forward, and that's where we're going here. PS2, take another. You want to know something? Take another 2 weeks. Be ready for that December run. J.K. Dobbins, that is going to hurt, but now Harvey's got to step up and show that he can lead this team in the rushing department without trying to sprint around the outside, which he has the speed for, but the defenses are not college defense speed. This is professional speed. So, Harvey, look for the hole and hit the hole.
Yep, I agree. Easton still says that his cousin has season tickets.
Yep.
And it's
nice.
in the middle corner, wherever that is.
So one of the corner of the end zone, probably right in the middle, which is
Sweet.
a good spot to see everything. So I like that. I don't like being way down where you can't see everything. I like being up high. I go to one of my buddies who has season tickets at SoFi. says he'll take me to one game each year, any game I want to go to, and he's four levels up. I love where he sits because you can see everything and you can see all the action and everybody going around.
Oh my gosh, haven't seen you in a while. Muhammad Badri, haven't seen you in a while, man. Glad to have you back in the chat. Says good evening, gentlemen. Good evening.
Good evening.
Nice. Yeah, no kidding, man. Bill, long time, my friend. It has been a long time. I've been here, dude. Where have you been? But it's all good, man. Just glad you popped your head in. Oh, by the way, we are 2 weeks shy yesterday of Thanksgiving. 2 weeks shy yesterday of Thanksgiving. Spence, are we doing a show the day after Thanksgiving?
You know, I have to ask the boss.
Okay. Let me know. Let me know next week for sure. The reason why I'm asking is there a football? I know there's a football games on Thursday. Last year they had them also on Friday. If that's the case, I know the Broncos aren't playing on a Friday, but it doesn't matter. I mean, do we? I mean, I would love to do a show after Thanksgiving. Be fun. In fact, the Broncos do play Thanksgiving. Do we not? No,
Broncos do. No, they're off.
No, they're off Thanksgiving. That's right.
No, actually, no. They play the Sunday against the Commanders. And
okay,
there is a Friday night game for our new supporter. It's the Chicago Bears at the Philadelphia Eagles. Uh-oh.
Well, okay. Well, find out. Let me know if we're doing the show on that Friday, and I will let you know if my wife boss says no, you're not. Okay, so we'll let you guys know that next week for sure. Not this week. We'll let you know next week for sure if we're doing it the day after Thanksgiving. So just want to give a quick shout out and said, hope everybody stays safe for Thanksgiving, but we will definitely promote that next week. All right. D Bolt Life says, I'm not a Broncos fan, but I like you guys' stream. With that being said, are you guys consistent with touching on any subject that has to do with football, college, or NFL? My answer, as the host of the show, my answer is absolutely 100% yes. We are into anything you guys want to bring up and talk about in relationship to sports. We don't touch a whole lot on basketball. We don't touch a whole lot on hockey, although we do. I'm a big Avalanche fan, as you can tell right there. Broncos fan. I'm a big Cubs fan, so we do talk baseball every now and then. Spence is a huge Rockies fan. I'm sorry. Although I do love Colorado. But yes, let me read this once again for you, Spence. I'm not a Broncos fan, but I like you guys' stream. With that being said, are you guys consistent with touching on any subject that has to do with football, college, or NFL?
Oh, yeah.
And I said absolutely.
Oh, no, we'll touch any and all sports, even though our primary focus is the Denver Broncos. We tangent and branch out to anything and everything. And if you guys in the chat want to bring a discussion topic, bring it in. We'll discuss it. We're like I said, we're just all on a huge couch or at a huge bar. Bill and I are leading the discussion, but you guys are always part of the show, and we appreciate you guys chiming in here anytime, anywhere.
Absolutely. All right. We got a couple more topics. Broncos remaining schedule. Right.
Uh-huh.
And let's see in the 7 remaining games. Let's see how many you have the Broncos win. And I should say what losses you think we'll have, and I'll say what losses I think we'll have. Denver Broncos remaining schedule could be formidable, but with a few exceptions. We have the Chiefs this Sunday, the Redskins, Commanders after the bye, Raiders on the road followed by Packers, Jaguars at home, and finish with the Chiefs on Christmas Day and home against the Chargers. Of those games, Spence, who do we lose to if we lose to any of them?
Well, come on. It's obvious. We're going to be losing on Christmas night in Kansas City. You really think the NFL, the National Favoritism League, is going to let the Chiefs lose at home on Christmas? No. You want to know what's going to happen? We'll be ahead. We're cruising. All of a sudden, some weird, strange call is going to happen. Casey gets the ball and wins by a field goal. It's going to happen. We talked about this, Bill, during the off season in the summertime, and we went through all the games, and I had said, hey, Clayton, how you doing?
Clayton, hey, guys. Say, hey, what's up?
He's going to tell everybody, hit that like button.
He will. But there it is. Smash that like button and share, guys. Absolutely.
So I had said, and I had made a bold prediction that we would go 14-3 this year. We went through every game. So far, I've only gotten 2 games wrong. I thought we would beat Indianapolis and lose to Philadelphia. Other than that, we're on target. The thing that is concerning for me is so far right now, teams with a 500 record or above, we're 1-2 against. We're 7-0 against teams with a below 500 record. So that's the thing. So going the rest of the way, I have us beating KC. I have us going to Washington and winning. I have us going to Las Vegas and winning. I have us beating Green Bay and Jacksonville at home, losing on Christmas Day against the Chefs, and then winning last week at home against the Chargers. I'm still on target for a 14-3 finish.
Well, I cannot quite agree with that. I have us beating the Chiefs this Sunday, beating Commanders in Washington, beating the Raiders on the road, followed by losing to the Packers at home.
Really, the Eagles just took care of the Packers in Lambeau.
I'm just saying that's my upset game. Beating the Jaguars, losing to the Chiefs on Christmas Day, and beating the Wagoners, which I call them the Chargers. I mean, they're known the Chargers. I call them the Wagoners because people jump on when they win and jump off of others. Anyways, at home to finish the season. So I have them going what? 2 more losses. That's
13
4.
and 4.
I have 12 and 4.
13
and 4
games.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Forgot. Jeez. Okay. you have a 15-3. No, we have 14-3.
Yeah, 14-3. By the way,
13-4.
Read this.
D-Bolai says, now I'm about to unsubscribe to every other stream. You guys is all I need on my off time. But question, do you guys stream every day? If not, what time? Hold on first. Hold on. Let me get past that first comment. I'm about to unsubscribe to every other stream because you guys is all I need on my off. Wow.
Thank you, D-Bolai.
Wow, D-Bolai. Okay, we do not stream every day, but we do every Friday. Every Friday, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Pacific, Mountain, Central, and Eastern time zone. 5, 6, 7, and 8. We will always be here. If not, we will tell you ahead of time if we're not going to be here. Like I mentioned, are we doing the Friday after Thanksgiving? We will let you guys know. We will not keep you in the dark. We will let you guys know. D-Bolai, you have made my night. You have made my night for sure. Thank you so much for your support. Absolutely. Totally appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And D-Bolai, we do have the occasional special Monday shows.
Wow. He wants to get his friends to subscribe. Thank you so much.
Please.
My goodness, man. My goodness, man. I'm speechless. I'm absolutely speechless. You guys in the chat are overwhelming.
D-Bolai, what is your beer of choice? We're always curious about that. I'm a Kona such as the name. I'm a Kona brewing guy. Bill oscillates between a few. What's
I
your
drink,
beer?
I drink Bronco beer. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. But this game this week is going to be the stepping stone to the rest of the season, because what is the biggest challenge is when we get to November and December, traditionally the Chiefs don't lose, traditionally. So that's why this is going to be a huge game for us coming up.
All right, I'm gonna go back to what Clayton said a little bit earlier. It says Clayton said Bo Nix is gonna win this game for us with his legs and his arm. Let me ask you a quick question, Clayton, directly to you or anybody else in chat. Bo Nix's arm hasn't really been that accurate because of his feet. I don't mean his running ability. I mean his throwing ability with his feet positioning. He hasn't been accurate. So is it going to be his legs? And if it's his legs, how is that going to translate into his arm? It hasn't been consistent. So I'm just kind of wondering. I hope you're right, Clayton. I hope you're right. I just have major concerns when it comes to the Broncos offense. I think what has to happen, and I'm not going to say it right now because I'll say it at the very end when we talk about our predictions for the Chiefs Bronco game. But I have several things in relationship to what you said. So stay tuned to the end of the show. We will definitely get to that, I promise. All right.
He's a Modelo guy. That's a good beer too. They don't use as much cornstarch or corn syrup.
Ooh, so. Guinness. I love Guinness. Guinness is so good. Do you like, you don't like dark beer though, do you?
Because I drink one and my stomach I get bloated right away. So I'm kind of on the Pilsners and the lagers.
Love Guinness. The reason why I like Guinness, well, I'm half German, so I like the darker beers and more robust beers. I don't like a whole lot of IPAs. I've dabbled in them a couple of times. I'm not a fan of, but Guinness it's so smooth. It's creamy. It's the kind you want to sit back with a nice fireplace in your house, sitting back with your wife, just cuddling up next to you, drinking a nice. All right, I'm out of here.
La 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 la. Bronco E. Bill, Big E Bronco, what's happening?
Big E Bronco, I haven't seen you in a while, dude. What is up, dude? Oh my gosh, glad you're in the chat, my friend. Glad to see you. Absolutely. Let's see. Anything else we want to hit before we get the next one?
Let's go to the next topic.
Right, here we go. Okay. Broncos odds of winning the playoffs. And this is interesting.
The playoffs, you mean?
Odds of making the playoffs. Okay? Percentage-wise. Not betting wise, just percentage-wise. The Denver Broncos are 8-2 and sitting atop the AFC West and currently second in the playoff bracket as of now. According to ESPN, their chances of winning the division are 44.6%. That's not even 50%. They're 8-2, and they're not even 50% of winning the AFC West. Why? Because you have the Chargers and the Chiefs right behind them. Hang on. Mm-hmm. Making the playoffs are 91.7%. So even if they don't win the division, ESPN's saying they're going to get in as a wild card. Okay. And the chances of making the Super Bowl are 12.2%. Okay. That's extremely low. I get it. But wait until you hear the rest of the AFC West and their chances. Here we go. And the chances of and the rest of the AFC West looks like this. Hang on. Anyway, the rest of the AFC West looks like this. Here it is. Kansas City winning the West. Denver's at 44.6. Kansas City 25.5% as of now. If they win Sunday, both numbers are going to go. Broncos are going to go down. Chiefs are going to go up. I'm just saying, as of right now, Chiefs win the AFC West is 25.5%. Playoffs, 75.8%. That's higher than I thought.
Yep.
Super Bowl chances, this may shock you people. Super Bowl chances to get to Super Bowl, 18.9%. That's extremely low. Chargers winning the AFC West, 29.9. Playoff, 84.6, higher than the Chiefs, lower than the Broncos. Super Bowl chances, I love it, 10%. Lower than the Chiefs, which I love. Raiders winning the West, 0. Playoff percentage, 0.1%. Super Bowl percentage, 0. So that being said, do you, Spence, believe the Broncos will win, not only win the division, win the West with the percentages given, make it to the second seed or third seed in the playoffs, and possibly make it an outside chance to get to Super Bowl?
Well, I think it all depends on Bo Nix, because he needs to get going with this offense right now and not be sputtering. I mean, 10 points against the Raiders. I mean, that's not performance. I mean, we talked about this and we've said, okay, Mahomes and Nix's stats are kind of, Mahomes has passed for 2,350 yards, Nix 2126. Where the stat that really stood out to me was the number of bad passes. If you go on NFL.com, they have this stat. Who leads the league in bad passes? Bo Nix. So that's a stat that we've got to reverse quick, fast, and in a hurry. This game that's coming up is going to be a stepping stone for where the Broncos are going to be over their November and December run, and especially where the Chiefs are. Broncos win this game, they have a 4-game lead on the Chiefs, and the Chiefs are almost all but eliminated from the playoffs. They would have to really go on an epic run. They're not going to be winning the AFC West. Broncos lose this game, you bring the Chiefs back in with all that momentum, all that energy. We start having more question marks and everything like that. The best thing for the Broncos to do is run the ball. Get RJ Harvey.
If we can run it with JK, I mean, PJ Harvey. I mean, RJ Harvey. Because we don't have Dobbins. He's done. Looks like might be done for the year.
Yep. Clayton Huron, run. That is how you beat the Chiefs. Run. And Bo Nix got to throw some smart balls. I don't want to hear any more adding to this bad throw stat that they have on NFL.com. And also, I want to see him throw the ball deep at least once. You've got to expand the Chiefs defense and make them think. Get them what? Oh, sorry. Get the Chiefs thinking about the entire field and not just the condensed 15-yard area that everybody's been pushing on the Broncos here. So it's going to be a very interesting game coming up.
All right. We bring in all kinds of chats, pro or negative. So I'm bringing this one in.
Yeah.
Lemon GG says the Walmart brand football team is dog. You know what? Donkeys suck and Blow Nix is fraud. Keep the cope flowing. Okay. Hey, you know what? I can't disagree right now. Because Bo Nix hasn't proven that he can be what he was last year. and I'm not going to say he's dog Shinoa, but what I will say is that he hasn't performed like he has last year. Lemon GG, thank you for being in the chat. We like I said, we do not what's the word I'm looking for? Discriminate. Yeah, we do not discriminate, or we do not censor, what you guys say. You want to say it, you can say it. If YouTube's putting it up there and we can bring it on, we'll bring it on. It's your thoughts. You don't have to agree with us. We never said you had to agree with us. We will welcome and thank you for being in the chat. Titans winning the Super Bowl this year. Sorry, guys.
So, Mike, what beer are you drinking? We
Mike
really
Remy.
want to know what kind of beer you're drinking that's coming to that. I mean, your team is 1-8, so they're going to win the next nine games or win the next 8 games and go 9-8 and make the playoffs.
What if that were to happen?
I will say this: love your optimism. Appreciate you being a part of the show. Probably it's not going to happen, but hey, you know what? If you're a huge Titans fan, you got to appreciate still pushing and still grinding and still trying to get better.
Hawaiian Bronco. Are you from Hawaii? Are you from Hawaii, or are you living in Hawaii now, or where you don't have to tell us where you're living now, just what state you're in, maybe, or what whatever. But that's also says Hawaiian Bronco. It all comes down to Bo. Yes, it does.
Yep.
It does.
And
Thank you so much for being in the chat.
Hawaiian Bronco, I'm a huge Kona Brewing fan. Definitely love the Big Wave, the Longboard. Tried all their products. They don't use any cornstarch or any corn syrup. Love drinking their products, and will always do
This
it.
commercial brought to you almost brought to you by Kona beer. Brought to you by Kona Spence, that's for sure. It's brought to you by Kona Spence.
J.K. Dobbins is out, so Bo needs to play better this game. He just needs to make better decisions. Rightfully.
Yep. Clayton Huron says Bo is still young and hungry and a ton of talent and the best coach and all the players behind him. Absolutely love hearing that from all his players. Now that's teammates, baby. I agree. They're all behind Bo Nix. I agree, but you can be behind Bo Nix as much as you want, but the product on the field has to produce. It just doesn't seem to have been there the last several weeks. But that said, we've won 7 straight, and that's what matters. I don't care if we win by 1 or we win by 41. Doesn't matter. If you win, you win. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. People say, oh, Broncos should have killed the Raiders. They only won 10-7, and they had to score 33 points in the Giants in the fourth quarter. Did we win both games?
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. Okay, end of discussion. So all you got to do is win. Doesn't matter how. Of course, it scares the crap out of the fans like me, but
I'm going to let you try to pronounce this name here.
I'm going back over here where it's easier. Kansas Para. Kansas Para. Chiefs by 10.
All right.
Well, from Kansas. Okay. Keep that up there for a minute. Kansas Para. I do not disagree with that. I do not disagree with that at all. And here's the reason why I don't disagree with it. The Chiefs have owned the Broncos for the last, 45 years. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe not that much, but it seems like it. About the last, 9 years, 10 years, 9 seasons? The Broncos won last year at the end of the season because you guys didn't play anybody. That's the only reason why we won.
We almost won that game in KC if our kicker could
again, going back to you win by 1, it doesn't matter. The point I'm trying to make is, yes, I cannot disagree with that. I cannot disagree with it. The Chiefs are favored by 3.5, which means they got the 3 points the Broncos get at home for being a home team. The Chiefs took that and added 3.5 on top. So statistically, the Broncos are underdog by 6.5, theoretically. Okay, so 10 is not out of the realm of possibilities. The Chiefs have owned the Broncos. I won't disagree with that. However, this year, I feel the Broncos and the Chiefs have shifted. Not because I think the Chiefs are not good or can't beat the Broncos. It's because the Broncos are now in first where the Chiefs usually reside. Will that make the Chiefs hungrier? Absolutely. But will it make the Broncos hungrier to stay where they are? That's why I will tell you my prediction at the end of the show, which comes in the next two topics, what I feel, but I will not disagree that you feel the Chiefs will win by 10, but I will tell you my thoughts at the end of the show based on where we stand now. Is that fair? I hope so. Okay. What do you think, Mike? Or Mike? What do you think, Spence?
I think I'm doing your Charger identification if I'm Mike right now. All right.
Anyways, and then Clayton Ron says, okay, she gonna or Candace Paris gonna say Chiefs by 10. Clayton Ron says Broncos by 10. They go, we don't know. All we can do is be fans and cheer for our teams and hope for the best that our team wins, whatever game we're cheering for. So,
and the Chiefs so far this year are 1-4 against teams with an above 500 record. They've lost to the Chargers, they lost to Philadelphia, they lost to Jacksonville, they lost to Buffalo. They did beat Detroit. So the Chiefs have had a tougher schedule of it so far this year. So that's probably why they're making the Chiefs the favorite, because they're more.
We beat the Eagles.
Yeah, I know we did.
But we barely beat the Giants and we barely beat the Raiders. So there you go. All right. Like what everybody looks for in the show on Friday is the last two topics. And here they are. All right. Broncos quarterback Bo Nix will be facing the Chiefs. And even though he's not directly facing Patrick Mahomes, his stats are almost identical. Patrick Mahomes, Bo Nix. Here we go. Passing yards, Mahomes, 6,277 this year. Bo Nix, 5,901. Not this year, I'm sorry. Overall. Okay. 5,901. Passing touchdowns, Mahomes, 43. Bo Nix, 47. Interceptions, Mahomes 16, Bo Nix 20. Rushing yards, Mahomes 592, Nix 635. Rushing TDs, Mahomes 6, Nix 7. Bo Nix stats career against the Chiefs, however, is follow: 6 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 81% completion, 138 passer rating. What I just read to you from the NFL stats, are the Broncos still 3.5 underdog with the stats of 6 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 81% completion rating, 138 passer rating for Bo Nix against the Chiefs all time. What do you think, Spence?
I think the reason that the Chiefs are the favorite is they're the AFC defending champion. They have the mojo that the Broncos need to take over. And the Broncos, honestly, offensively have not looked strong. The defense has been doing their job. The Broncos have had to come back in the fourth quarter too many times, and there's going to come a time where that bubble's going to burst. I still like that the fact that we had 10 days between our game with the Raiders and this game to get stuff organized, to figure out our problems. the stats that you read is over the past year and a half between Bo Nix and Mahomes. So far this year, they're comparable, but Mahomes has got 17 touchdowns, 5 interceptions this year. Bo Nix, 18 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. The big difference is in passer rating. Mahomes so far this year, 98.2. Bo Nix, 85.7. Bo Nix has just got to make better decisions, better choices. And this is the type of game where it's going to be a springboard for Bo Nix and for the rest of the Denver Broncos for the rest of the season here.
All right. I have to bring this up because I'm just going to do it. We bring everybody up. Mr. Palat says, is this donkey chat? Last time I checked, a donkey is not a horse. A horse is a purebred. It is its own animal. A donkey is a crossbreed. It has nothing to do with being an actual horse. So, no, this is not donkey chat. This is Bronco chat. Okay. Anyway, and he says, Dunkaroos versus chefs.
Chefs.
Again, I don't know who he's referring to because last time I checked, there's no donkey playing football. Big E Broncos said the Chiefs are not going to win this game. They're going to win this year. The NFL went under so much scrutiny last year. They decided to stay out of their game this year. That's why they're just the fairly winning team.
Wait until Christmas night. You'll see.
I think what it is the NFL is really tightening down on favoritism. I really hope they are. I would hope so because it's really obvious to us fans when we watch the game and a guy the ball's over his head and he gets hit and he's like flag, and 15 seconds later the flag comes out. I mean, come on. It's like really? No, that isn't the way it should be.
Of course,
Chiefs will buy the refs.
No, they're not going to have to buy them. The National Favoritism League or the NFL is going to make sure the Chiefs have this. By the way, I just want to go back to one here. John Elway was a horse. Yes, he was a thoroughbred who was a Triple Crown winner who had 2 Super Bowls. How many Super Bowls have we seen? Nah, you know what? Never mind. John Elway was a horse. He was a thoroughbred, and he just kept going and going and going and going. Good for John Elway. And if you want to make that analogy, hey, he's a Triple Crown winner, a Super Bowl champion.
Triple Crown, 2 on the field, 1 is the GM.
There you go.
All right. We are at the last topic of the show, 153 and a half into the show, an hour 53 and a half. Here it is. Guys, big game this Sunday. Big game.
Yep.
If you notice under my name, it says, if the Broncos win, we are legitimately in first place. If we lose, it's a mirage. Here it is. Spence. Broncos Chiefs preview. The defense, in my opinion, the defense will come up large in this game. They have to get off the field as well as produce takeaways for the offense to have a shot at a short field. I will not give my prediction of the score until I get your comments. But before you do, is this game a playoff game for the Broncos? In essence, that it's a statement game, it's a playoff game, it's the emotional game, it's a home game, it's everything above. Or, I know you say this is a significant statement game. Yes, I know. What I'm asking is this their playoff game kind of like a championship game. Is this how they have to approach the game? Is it that big for them this season?
It is, and it's a springboard game because you go and you beat the Chiefs. You now have all that momentum, everything that's been hanging over your head. The Chiefs are 9-time AFC West defending champions. You get that monkey off your back. You put yourself in a position to really put the Chiefs out of their misery for the rest of the season. For when it comes to the AFC West. We just have to make it through the first quarter without any super substantial damage. I'm not saying coming out of the gate flying. Just get into a rhythm so that you're in the second, third, and fourth quarter and you're able to get going from there. The defense is going to be the name of the game here. Bo Nix has to look at opportunities and not try to go for the big gamble. Love him. If he's got one-on-one coverage, throw the ball deep. Franklin will get it. Mims will get it. Sutton will get it. We've got to not take big risks and increase those bad throw stats. Defense, you don't have PS2. You don't have Singleton. They have got to come up. My final score is Denver 23, Kansas City 21. It's going to be one of those nail-biter games that comes down to the end to a field goal one way or another. Denver comes out ahead. They're 9-2 and looking to a great bye week coming up where they're going to work more on their offense moving for the rest of the season.
Okay, before I give my my score, I want to say this. Mr. Plaid says, can Colorado beat Cherry Creek High School? Yeah, I believe they played them in a scrimmage and they handed them, I don't know. I mean, Colorado, CU is been a mess lately. Been a mess. How do you get beat by 50-some points, dude? That's crazy, man. It's just nuts. My thoughts on the game is defense has to get off the field. They have to. They're not going to stop Kansas City. That's like trying to stop a train. You can slow it down, but you can't completely stop it. But you need to slow it down. Denver needs to stop Kansas City's Travis Kelce. I don't know if Taylor Swift's going to be in the house. Hopefully not, because we're going to see her like 90% of the time. Travis Kelce needs to be stopped. I don't know who's going to stop him because Singleton's not in there, which is good. I hate to say that. I know he's going through the cancer recovery and everything, but he couldn't cover my grandmother who's 97. So somebody has to cover Travis Kelce. You have to look out for the wide receivers. Patrick Mahomes likes to run. The Broncos defense has to be at their best. Absolutely has to bring their A game, period. Triple A game. They have to be on their best. Bo Nix has to quit trying to force passes into double coverage. Absolutely quit looking at double coverage. If you look at double coverage, that means somebody else is open. So open your eyes, dude. Move your head. See where the open receiver is. Don't take chances. The Broncos have to be methodical. Run the clock, run the ball. Hopefully, PJ Harvey can run the ball consistently. And we also have McLaughlin. So hopefully those two can run the ball and make an impact. If that doesn't happen, the Broncos are in trouble. We cannot have a shootout with Patrick Mahomes. That's not going to work. If the Broncos defense plays like the Broncos defense has in the past 7 wins, the Broncos will come out on top. I have the final score as this: Kansas City 24, Denver 26.
Okay, good.
I knew I threw out a scare there for you. I knew I did. But I thought about it, and I thought, you know what? I don't believe Denver's offense is going to score 26 points, but I do believe okay, let me rephrase that. I don't believe the Broncos are going to move down the field 80 yards, 75 yards, 65 yards, and get scores. I think the defense has to put the Broncos in a position where they only have a short field like 45 yards or 55 yards or 35 yards because of a turnover to get points. That's how I think the Broncos are going to score. If they have to go 80, 90, 95 yards to score a touchdown, I don't see that happening based on the last 7 games that the Broncos play. Taking out or throwing out the game against the Cowboys because the Broncos look great on offense there. Taking that out, the other games, if the Broncos play the way they did in those other games, not going to happen. But that being said, I say 26-24 Denver this Sunday, and the Broncos make an absolute AFC West and AFC conference statement with the win over the Kansas City Chiefs.
I like it. I like it. All right.
Showing some love. Let's go Broncos. Hey, is that a new person?
Yep. We got a lot of new people tonight.
All right. Let's bring them up real quick before we say goodbye. Tin Man for life. My seat level 5. My seat level 5th row, 35 yard. Wow, sweet.
Level 5 up top.
Or level 5. Oh, level 5.
View. Yeah, best view where you can see the entire field. Pat's
Antonio
Nation.
R says Pat Nation. That's okay. Patriot. I'll tell you, Patriots are looking good, man. Patriots are looking good. No doubt about that. How about this one? What's that? Half hawk, half man. Okay. Y'all got snow bunnies at the crib? Well, we're in Southern California. We got rain bunnies. Rain bunnies.
Rain.
Yep. Well, I don't know if I got heavy. I got the window closed. Silk Dan. It's the bloomings off the rose of the Broncos at this fella hints at. To a point, you're right. You're right. People have figured out Bo Nix. They have. Let's just see what happens this Sunday. Let's see what happens the rest of the season. Okay? That's all we can go by. I said your live stream reached me in Ohio. All the best. Thank you so much. Ohio, love Ohio. What part of Ohio? Are you in Canton? Are you near Cincinnati? Just wondering. You don't have to say exactly. Just wondering. But that's cool. Man, I'm telling you what, Spence, this has been a fun night.
Well, you ready to go and say hello and say thank you to everybody? That's a long laundry list here.
I'm ready. Go for it, buddy. Go right down the chat and let's just enjoy. And thanks for everybody, all the newbies that have been in the chat. We love having you. Go for it.
Amen. We'll start with the boss, Madungus. Thank you for your comments. My nephew, Dylan, thank you very much. He's probably playing video games right now. Snow Salt 777, thank you very much. Rexleen Ashwell from Australia. Hopefully you're having a good day, mate, in the afternoon.
Country.
David Yonkin, thank you so much for your comments. Keeper 70, really appreciate it. Stephen Taylor, thank you for all your comments. Cairo, great discussion there. Patspan 1287, thank you for the discussion. Yes, if Brent Maine goes and beats Baltimore in Baltimore on December 21st, the MVP might be all his. Sherry Powell, thank you so much for your comments. Erwin Curtis, thank you so much. The Boyle Life, thank you so much. Jemin, thank you so much for being a part of the show. Victory Lap, appreciate it. Cheech and Chong, hopefully you got some good stuff that you're enjoying tonight. Gregory Comebble, thank you so much for being a part of the show. 34 King Drip, thank you for being a part of the show. Rick Nichols, appreciate your comments. Eaton Still, thank you so much. Mohammed Debris, Depoli, I wrote it down wrong. Thank you so much. Tin Man, enjoy having you part of the show. Love your seats there in level 5 at the 35-yard line. Big E Bronco, thank you for being a part of the show. Lemon S, even though your comment was out there, we appreciate you being part of the show. Mike Ramsey, appreciate you being part of the show. Hawaiian Bronco, thank you for checking in. Kansas Parish, yeah, I think you think your guys are going to win by 10. We think our guys are going to win by 2. Appreciate you being part of the show. Mr. Palad, appreciate you. Mohammed Palad, thank you for being part of the show. Antonio, thank you for jumping in there a little late. Ilray Tito, thank you for being a part of the show. Half Hawk, Half Man, thank you for being a part of the show. And last but not least, Silky Den, thank you for being a part of the show. Thanks to Bronco Bill and thanks to Kona Smith. We appreciate all your comments. There was one more that snuck in there. Eli's Mantle, thank you so much for being a part of Bronco Nation and our show. Bill, take us out of here.
Guys, what a fantastic show. Thank you so much for each and every one of your comments in the chat. We look forward to seeing you next Friday. Until then, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your Friday night. Thanks again for being part of the show. Without you, the show would be absolutely nothing. Enjoy Broncos Chiefs this Sunday. May the Broncos win. If not, we'll still be here next Friday. Till then, guys, have a wonderful, fantastic rest of your evening and weekend. We will talk to you next Friday. Till then, guys, love each and every one of you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Fast lane when I pass in the street, bag of money in the passenger seat. Simcoe's been asking for me on the road from the west to the east. Way up, I might never come down, cause the coast right